Hello, everybody.
Hey
Oh,
everyone.
I think my mic was muted. How's it going, everybody? What's up? It's been a while. Steph, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Finally, recharged after the vacation, which, vacation is always nice. I think everybody in chat can probably agree with that.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
well, I guess I should say vacation is almost always nice because, sometimes you have bad luck and your vacation starts and you get incredibly sick or something like that.
Right. Okay. Okay. The
Oh
mic,
no,
I
oh no,
doubled
I
up
need
on it.
to I need to back out of Parsec and get back in. I'm having the issue again where it can't decide which of my screens it should be on.
Okay, no worries. Um, how's this? Is this a little bit better, Sublustrous? This is good? Perfect. Sorry, I can never tell. How's everybody doing? I think it's been about. I looked at the date of our last stream, and it was the 8th of last month. Now it's the 5th, almost a month, everybody. How is everybody doing right now? I hope you guys are living the dream out there, having a good time. 4 weeks? Just, yeah, 4 weeks about.
Okay,
Um,
now it actually works.
now it's good. That's awesome.
But speaking of, oh, it's been 4 weeks. Yes, I'm realizing it's been 4 weeks. I have no idea what is going on.
Yes, exactly. So this is a playthrough that we had started in the last stream that we did
All
four
right, we
weeks
were
ago.
at war with the burbs.
Yes, exactly. So we're playing as the Lumeris right now, everybody. Um, Nefarious Brett, you're getting some shenanigans today. We only bring the shenanigans. What we lack in skills to play our own games, we we make
We
up
make
for
up
with
for in shenanigans. Yeah.
shenanigans. Yeah. Um, I want new race and endless space too. So no humankind news today. So we're not playing humankind today, but that's one of the reasons why we didn't stream last week because we're really busy right now getting ready for the release and all that jazz. So humankind in what is it? It's the 5th today, 17th. So
Two
just
weeks, I
under
think.
2 weeks. Yeah. So there you guys
And of
go.
course, we will be streaming then.
Yes, exactly. So you can expect us to
Mm.
be live when Humankind releases. We've got some cool stuff planned, so it's going to be fun. Um, bring forth the first meme. Yes, definitely. How are you guys doing, chat? You've been okay these past couple weeks? On a Tuesday. Yes, actually. I was just thinking about that. Humankind comes out on a Tuesday.
Yes, on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
For all of you, it was the day humankind released. For us, it was Tuesday.
Yes, exactly. Warm summer, nice. Over here in Paris, it's been very rainy. That's for sure.
Yeah, I guess in some ways it's a bit unsteady. Long time it's rainy, and then there's like 1 week where it's really hot and dry, and then it gets rainy again.
Yeah, yeah,
At least that's been the experience here where I live. Because say, oh, here in Paris is an actually pretty big area. Like a while ago, it was like, oh, oh my God, here it's raining like hell over here, and the colleagues were like, no, it's not raining.
yeah,
Yeah, sure, they're on the other side of Paris. For them, it wasn't raining.
yeah. Um, when will the stream of Endless Legend be? So we were discussing doing some more multiplayer in Endless Legend, but right now it's getting pretty close to Humankind, so I think we'll hold off on that. Start playing some Humankind when it releases, and then maybe we'll circle back to some multiplayer in Endless Legend when things sort of calm down a little bit after the release shenanigans. More shenanigans. We can promise you
Indeed.
that.
And we might also, of course, it's always possible that we say for something as special as, hey, we're doing the Endless Legend multiplayer, we may find an opportunity to double up, so to speak,
Hmm.
because of course, the multiplayer stream depends not only on our schedule, so it's a little harder to
Yeah,
predict on what weekday we're going to do that.
very true. Very true. Um, so yeah, would love to. Um, Any ideas about Endless Legend 2? Right now, we're really focused on Humankind and Endless Dungeon. Endless Dungeon's still going on back there, but this month Humankind release, so that's the thing where we've got our eyes on the prize, baby. The Endless Universe deserves an RPG.
Nice.
Oh,
this
damn.
is gonna be useful now.
That's some adamantium plating.
Yes.
Nice. Endless Universe deserves an RPG. Yeah, we get that a lot. I agree. It would be awesome. But yeah, you're
But
right.
also a lot of work that we
Yeah.
are not in a position to do at the moment.
Yeah. Endless Dungeon is awesome. Yeah, we can't wait. Can't wait for you guys to play it. Humankind Championship kickoff. Yeah. We'll have MLG. Big MLG tournament. Can't wait for Endless Dungeon. Love it. So what do we got going here? We're creating some ships.
I was just upgrading our design with the plating we just found. But we probably can't afford it right now.
Yeah.
No, we need to wait one turn.
Okay.
We are one... Actually, no. We're one adamantium short. Let's check if we actually remembered to unlock the market.
The market. Oh, there we go.
There's all 2 adamantium on the market. Let's buy one of them.
I'm literally counting the days for Humankind. Can't wait for you to play it. I've even warned people. I know I'll be missing. Yeah, take a couple days off work. Tell your friends you'll be in hiding for a little bit. What about a fashion show for the best looking avatar? Hey, that would be
Somebody's
awesome.
going to submit Horatio and then it's no contest anymore.
And then it's over. Yeah. I quit my job. My new job becomes playing Humankind. There you go. There you go. The fashion show for the best looking avatar.
Who do we want to annoy? The industrialists or the ecologists?
Yes. What are we thinking?
Who do we want to annoy? Rogan? Yes.
Both. All of the above. Did you make the choice?
No, not yet. I only minimized it.
What do you think in chat?
We can wait for chat.
If Horatio instantly wins, then I must take a Hisho fleet. Fair enough. Don't see much of a tan on that. Yeah, I'm not a... I burn pretty easily. I did have a tan for like maybe a day after my trip, and then I was back to just pasty. That's it. That's how it happens. You go, you lie on the beach. I was on the beach for a week straight, and I still look like this.
I mean, you know, I guess it's natural for you because Winnipeg isn't exactly known for its sunning beaches, is it?
No, definitely not. Very landlocked. Apparently, ecologist, Nathaka is saying.
As in, we want to annoy the ecologists, or we want to support the ecologists?
Oh, let's choose ecologists, they said. So let's do that. Random technology.
I do believe we can actually enact some ecologist laws. Oh, we only have one right now.
Looking like a computer play. Yeah, looking like a gamer. No tan. Beard's a little long. Yeah. But yeah, we can't wait to start playing some more Humankind on stream. The Humankind streams are always super fun. Obviously, we love playing Endless Space and Endless Legend, but we're adding a new game to our repertoire. It's my first game release in the industry.
Yeah, mine as well. I was
So-
only here for DLCs before.
Yeah, so there you go.
Well, I guess technically it's second because there was Love Thyself.
Right, yeah. Why are the Cravers third? Well, because we're better and one other player is better. Sorry, Cravers. Sorry, Cravers. Minor defeat.
What was that? ZHAEN.
Me and my son want an Earth map in Humankind. All right. We'll take note. Can you tell us how impacting the new pollution system is in Humankind? Well, we are 13 days away. It's definitely there. We did post an update on Games Together if anybody wants to go take a look at that with a couple things. But yeah, you'll learn pretty soon.
Yeah. Without going into too many details, yeah, it certainly has an impact.
Ionic Naga. People have discussed what an Earth map would have entailed back at the Discord. So what do you think it would entail?
A lot of work.
A lot of work.
You know, pragmatically speaking.
Void Artifact, welcome to the stream. By the way, everybody, for newcomers, we're live on both YouTube and Twitch. So if we're reading out messages that you don't see, it might just be on the other platform. So you're not going crazy, or maybe you are. I don't know. I'm going crazy every single day of my life. Did you guys consume any interesting media during the break? Maybe cleared up the watch list a little bit. I think Steph and I were both talking about we've been playing some Mass Effect.
I was trying, but my media consumption was largely Mass Effect 2. I watched a couple of movies, but none of them like super notable. Came away disappointed with a couple of them, and mostly worked on my models with mixed results.
Were there any that you were like really happy with? Some of your models?
I'm happy with the work in progress for the mechs I've been painting, but I still need to, add some details, some decals, apply the weathering so they,
Right.
don't look factory fresh, because the war machines, if they look factory fresh, it looks weird. At least to me.
Yeah, they need to look weathered a little bit. Like they've seen stuff.
They've seen things you wouldn't be. Oh, that is one notable movie I actually watched in my vacation. Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, I still need to watch it. Was it good?
Yes, it far exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
Because from the trailer had focused a lot on looking for Deckard. So
Right.
my expectation was that it would heavily just try to appeal to nostalgia, but no. The movie stands pretty much on its own, and the whole search for Deckard is only one piece of the whole puzzle.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, I want to check it out. Ryan Gosling is awesome too. So.
And it's also, after at the end of the movie, when the credits rolled, I realized, oh wait, this was the same director as the Dune movie that's coming out.
Right.
That is certainly good for my confidence in the Dune movie.
Nice to know the new Blade Runners. Honestly, I haven't even seen the original Blade Runner.
The problem with watching the original Blade Runner is there's like 6 different cuts.
Oh,
And you need to
really?
figure out which one you want to watch.
It's like Star Wars: A New Hope. Like there's so many different versions. Um, you can have a 4X style game, can start any faction and become whatever you want with no limitations. That would be cool, Dragon Gaming. Han shot first. Wow. Okay.
But yeah,
All
no,
right.
I definitely think, of course, for Blade Runner 2049, I can say yes, you probably get a little extra out of it if you've seen the first movie, but they do enough to fill you in on the context on the world of the first movie that the second
Yeah.
movie makes sense even if you watch it by yourself, by itself, I think.
And I always like one thing that really stands out from like the trailers and screenshots and stuff like that is the cinematography looks insane. Like all the
Yeah,
colors that they
really
use.
good.
Yeah. That's awesome. It's
And it was also just they crammed so many themes into it, but I feel like most of them were still handled pretty well, which is
yeah.
very appropriate for a movie that is, tangentially related to the works of Philip K. Dick. Because if
Right.
you've ever read a Philip K. Dick novel, that is wild stuff often. Oh my god. so
Wow.
much so much for scouting around over here.
What's his name? Denis Villeneuve? That's his. Is that his name? Is that how
I,
you?
I think so. Please do not ask me to French. I do not French good.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's awesome. I think he also did Arrival, which I really really liked.
Oh, that one I still need to watch.
That one's a cool movie. Very cool movie.
And yeah, other than that, I think the movie slash show consumption I had in my break was mostly just in the evening when I started to wind down, like watching like one Star Trek Next Generation episode.
Right, right.
Well,
Is that your
not
sort
not
of
one
like?
total, but no, it's just I had started watching it a while ago, and it's the kind of thing where I can be confident that afterward, even if it's one of the weaker episodes, I don't expect to come away like super disappointed or like so disappointed that it turns into anger. Like it
Right.
sometimes gets when your expectations aren't met. Sure, I mean, I guess most of our watchers, viewers in chat, have been there where it's like you're really looking forward to a movie, you heard a lot about it, and then you watch it and it's like completely different than you expected, and you're like, yeah, that wasn't at all what I was looking for right now.
Right. Wolf, it's
And I think it's just it's kind of a safe bet. Like
yeah,
it's never going to be wildly out of what I expect.
yeah, definitely. Wolf, it's funny you bring up F1. That's one of the things I watched on my time off was the Formula One docu-series on Netflix. That was cool as hell. Now I'm like obsessed with like race cars and just that whole world is so cool to me. I'm an F1 fan. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, really got me interested in it.
But the what I was just saying that reminded me of basically the poster child for what I was just describing about the whole oh, you come away and you think this was not at all the kind of movie I was looking for right now.
Right.
Have you ever heard of the movie The Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
Have you ever seen it?
That's the one with oh, what's his name? One of the Chris's is in it, right?
I don't ask me about actors. Like it's beyond me.
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago.
And but so you know vaguely that it is not a straight up horror movie.
Yeah, I remember it being a little bit wacky.
Yeah, it's more like a bit of satire on horror movies. And also my Twitch chat just glitched out, so let me try to fix that. But the way people who had recommended it to me described it, they made it sound like this amazing horror movie that is really makes you tense and creeps you out and gets you in the horror mood. And then I watched it and I'm like, this is not at all what I was expecting. Like, if they had told me, yeah, this is a bit of a satire on a horror movie, I would have gone in there with the appropriate expectations.
Right.
As it was, I came away disappointed.
Yeah.
Because I was not looking for a satire on a horror movie. I was looking for a straight-up horror movie.
Right. Yeah, it must have been a little bit confusing watching it then. Were you like...
Well, confusing is maybe not the right word, but it was more like this sense of, this isn't what I signed up for. Like,
yeah.
It was still a good movie, but it wasn't the movie I wanted to watch that evening.
Right. Yeah. Why all male Lumeris have no hair? Well, they have the little like antennas like Shrek, so maybe that just replaces their hair. Art choice, maybe, yeah. No, I'm not too sure. Yeah, Cabin in the Woods, I remember watching it, and I didn't have any expectations for it because it was just one of those movies where I didn't even see the trailer. My friends just wanted to go see a movie, and we're just like, let's just go see this one. And like a little ways through, I was like, is this what kind of movie is this? And then you figure out that it is satirical, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not a bad movie, but when people say to me, hey, I know you love horror movies, you totally need to watch this. It's like, that sets a different expectations than the one the movie is setting out to meet.
Right. Yeah. Steph, maybe you can help out with this question. Luca in chat asks, in the progress report of Humankind, you said you were rebalancing things like culture, civics, era stars, and research. Can you tell us if these rebalances also include changes to the infrastructure values?
That I don't remember off the top of my head. No. There have been a lot of changes, so please forgive me that I do not know them all by heart anymore.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, there were probably some changes to infrastructures, but I think they weren't like huge changes, like small tweaks, not completely throw out how an infrastructure works and redo it, as opposed to some of the cultures where we really did, completely rethink some of the effects because otherwise it was too powerful.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool with the open devs where we would play the game for a little bit, the open dev would come out, we would hear back from all of you, and then the game would change like quite a bit, and then you would get to go in and see all those changes and how it made it better. You guys really did help us out and make the game improve in a lot of ways.
Now this one is going to be a tough battle.
What's their fleet look like? Oh, they have
almost entirely kinetic weapons, I guess. Or no, wait, actually, since this is because we don't bring any energy weapons, so let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it does definitely look like a lot of Hawk 11 2. No, Hawk 2 is actually energy. Yeah. See, this is why it's saying, hey, they have this one ship with 2 ships with kinetic weapons, or maybe 3 ships with kinetic weapons. But because we don't have any, it's like, hey, yeah, they have 100% kinetic weapons. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That they have 100% better kinetic weapons than we do, since we don't have any.
Right.
So I guess we definitely need to use shield absorption here.
Wait, is this saved from the last stream? Yes, it is.
It is an ancient save, so I'm, only slowly finding my way back into this. And yes, Power 2 Shields is definitely the best option we have here. I think I'll actually stick 2 in the middle and 1 up top. Let's watch how badly this goes.
Open devs were a very good approach. Never seen that before. Might be copied by others now. Yeah, actually, when we were talking to Unity on their stream, they said they're kind of taking on an approach like that with with what they're doing, and that was really cool.
You know, the pre-alpha for Company of Heroes 3 that Relic just did had a similar structure, you know.
Right.
Limited time, they had a survey, all of that.
Oh, they did have a survey.
Yep.
Nice. That's awesome.
I don't remember what was actually in the survey, but they had a survey.
Yeah. Get off our backs, Hawks. Our ships look awesome. The black and gold looks sweet.
Ooh, I think one of them is going down though. Like that top one isn't looking too good.
It's fading away a little bit.
Does it say here? 2,000 out of 15,000 hit points? Oof. Yeah, there it goes.
Oh, damn. Oh, there that one goes.
It's still fairly balanced, yeah. This is... I mean, it's not going as badly as I feared, but also not as good as I hoped. Ooh, there goes one of ours, I think.
The second one? Oh, yeah. The other guy's looking okay. Ish. Maybe I jinxed it.
Yeah, we're going to survive this because the battle is almost over.
Right.
But this was, you know, a lot of industry and a dimension that just is drifting in space now.
Right. Draw. Maybe I missed it, but will personal avatars be shared to friends on release? I know... I'm not too sure. Do you know the answer to that?
We have the avatar sharing for, you know, where players can share the avatars.
Yeah.
And it should be ready for release, last I heard.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the specifics of how it works.
All right, Hawks.
Luckily, we already have reinforcements coming in.
Nice. Very nice.
This is... They pillaged our place here.
Which faction was that?
The birds.
The birds. The birds. Did you unlock...
Luckily, Saikana is not around, or she would probably be displeased with us shooting at the birds.
Did you unlock...
The bird shot first.
That's true. Unlike Han Solo. Actually, no, just like Han Solo. Did you unlock the tech that allows you to add a core cracker to carrier ships?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet, Void Artifact.
We may consider, you know, blowing up. New quest, intercept the photobomber. Quest failed, somebody else did it.
Maybe Havoc will do a playthrough with his patrons. That would be cool. Havoc's awesome. His content's been amazing. It's always been amazing.
When, you know, when we shared that progress update, and like
yeah,
in the evening, I wrap up my work. I log out of my work account, log into my personal Windows account. I'm like, oh, you know, let's put on a YouTube video while I make dinner to listen to. And already there's like, H for Havoc video, human can progress update.
Yeah, no kidding.
3 hours since that blog went live, dude.
Very quick. He understands the deep bits of the game very well. Yeah, definitely. And he's very constructive in a lot of his videos. It's awesome.
And also he's very structured.
Yeah.
That I
That
really
is very
appreciate
nice.
about his critique videos is that he's structured and he has the timestamps in there and everything. Because very often we get, streamers or content creators making a lot of very good points, but because they just make them as they are playing, it is very hard to, follow all of them unless you watch the entire video. You can't
Right.
easily say to the dev team, to the designers or programmers, like, here's the video, here's the timestamp for it, because if it's a 4-hour gameplay stream and he talks about it at like half an hour in, 2 hours in, and 3 hours in, then
Yeah.
it becomes a lot more work to share that feedback than in Havoc's super organized. Here's a 15-minute video, and I actually have the chapters listed in the description.
Yeah.
And I deeply respect the amount of work that must take to get that done. So organized.
Definitely. Anybody in chat, do you guys have like a favorite content creator? A creator that you're hoping that plays Humankind potentially? Or not. Could be anyone. We've been working with some like really, really cool ones.
Should we start terraforming here? Wait, Corna is on the front lines, isn't it? Oh, yes. More frigates.
Which is the ideal terrain type for generating money? Or dust, sorry.
Arid.
Arid.
Which is, kind of unfortunate, given that we're kind of fish.
Right, yeah. Fair.
Modern Viking and SB primarily. Yes, I am so waiting for SB to make videos about this, because, she always dives so deeply into any game she plays, but you can watch the learning process usually.
Yeah.
Which for us, of course, that tells us a lot about the UI. When people get confused learning, then there's improvements to be made to the UI, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Potato McWhiskey. Mandalore Gaming has popped into this stream a couple times. Very nice guy. Very good content creator for sure. I think his is it Endless Legend video? He has an Endless Legend video, right?
Yeah.
And that was, I think, one of the first like content creators I watched do some endless content. Even I think it came out like when I first started at Amplitude, and I thought it was like an awesome video.
It is a great video about endless.
Yeah.
Another one that's very interesting, and that's less gameplay content creation, but what's it called? Adam Miller, the architect of games. He does like analysis video of like games or gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. And he also did one on Endless Legend and a couple of other 4X games. It was called, I think, Refactionalizing 4X.
Okay.
Where he talks about, how in Endless Legend you have, the asymmetrical gameplay, and then you have other games that try to do it differently.
Yeah. Okay, Seth after Seth's video for ES2, which happened I think like last year, or yeah, it was definitely like mid last year or something like that. We had a bunch of new people like come to our streams, and I'm sure we had a spike in players for sure after that. It's pretty cool. It's so funny how like a content creator that has a big reach like that can sort of like make those have that influence. That's why they're called influencers, I guess. I had the chance a little while ago to talk to like Mordred Viking and Party Elite and stuff, and those guys are just so nice, and their videos are awesome. I love Mordred Viking's streams. His Humankind streams were really, really fun. Party Elite, he roleplayed Humankind. It was fun. He had like an 8-hour stream of Humankind on one of the open devs. I was like, man, that's crazy. But it was awesome. Apparently people were just like, keep going. Saw something about Spiff's hat and monocle. Yeah, Spiff is an avatar in game.
Yeah, and you know, when you play Humankind and you meet Spiff and you think, you know, here's the resources I want, and you offer him an agreement, and the avatar answers with, yes, I can see that this treaty is perfectly balanced. Your head immediately goes, oh my god, what have I done?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hit that immediately after. Nice. So this is one of the hero ships?
Yep.
What are you tossing on it?
I'm wondering what last support module to use here.
Okay.
I guess for now we can do this to help out a little with the sieges, because we don't really have one of the good repair modules. And then for the guns, I guess let's make sure that they can't rely entirely on energy weapons. Apply design. What can we not? Oh, come on, we're at 0.5 adamantium and we need 1.
Of course.
Are you kidding me? I'll take this one off and retrofit that next turn.
Steph, I don't think we had a chance to talk about how hype that Outer Wilds DLC looks.
I am so hyped for that DLC.
It looks so cool. I was like, even some of the visuals, I was like, oh my god, like they must have.
The one bad thing about it is somebody replied to that tweet with like, oh, you know, is this designed for a fresh game or for an old save? And they're like, oh, you should keep your save around. I'm like, oh my god, I switched PCs since then.
Oh.
Hopefully I still have the save around somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody else in chat? Outer Wilds fans? The game is very cool. Very, very cool. That whole showing that Annapurna did was pretty cool. Annapurna knows how to pick a game to publish.
It seems so, yes.
They're like Devolver Digital. It's like most of them are probably gonna be pretty good. Saw that Outer Wilds DLC and I stopped breathing for the duration of the trailer. Yeah, definitely. It's so cool. Saw another.
You stopped breathing while we're out of O2? You know, should have returned to your ship a little sooner.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it looks really cool. Outer Wilds was so cool. Definitely. That game was just like start to finish, just amazing.
Yeah, and you know, importantly, it is, in my opinion, one of the games that really shows off what games can do that you can't get with like a movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no, the Cravers are sending us spam.
Get out of here, Cravers. Quit sending us that.
Are we losing up here? Oh, I guess we're just at an unfortunate growth threshold. Where even is Lors?
It's right in the middle there.
Ah, there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is good. Surma.
Medium
Savannah,
lava.
reasonably habitable, and we have a dimension here.
There we go.
And luckily, we have the fleet to to protect it right over here. I was about to say, but no, we do not. Not while the Unfallen have the Academy fleet. Hey, Unfallen, you like us, right? You like us, right? No, they don't. Oh Lord.
Guys, come on. Show a little love. Wrap your branches around us. Vorvev 3. What's up, man? Welcome.
Which one of these is their home world?
Sending spam. What a waste of food. Oh, Ionic, you're one of those. Spam fan. I don't know how I feel about it. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it looks pretty bad. I've personally gone back to RimWorld, messing around with new mechanics before buying the new DLC. I've never tried RimWorld, but I always see like people that I follow on Twitch playing
I
it.
still haven't gotten around to trying that yet either.
That's on your list?
It definitely is.
What game isn't?
As is, actually going back to the Dwarf Fortress 4 I had started a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The list is too long.
Yeah.
To put it into perspective, one of the things I did during my break was take stock of all the models I have that I still need to paint, and for most of them still need to build.
Yeah.
Round about 600 of them.
Whoa. Wow.
Yes, I am way behind. I've set up the Excel sheet so I can enter, hey, have I built this? Have I already primed this? Have I put on the base colors? Have I highlighted it? Am I done with the weathering in the base and all of that?
Yeah.
And then, set it up to calculate how far done I am, and I'm around about somewhere at 5% complete with my collection. And that's not even including all of the stuff that's still in Germany, because thanks to the pandemic I never got to fetch it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So, and that's just one of the many backlogs. Then there's the reading backlog, and the games backlog, and the movies backlog.
Just everything.
At this point I have a backlog of backlogs.
How long does one of those figures take you to do? Does it just depend on?
That depends on the model, because of course, on the one hand it also depends on the technique. Like if I compare the ones I have sitting here, let me pull these out. Not sure how well they will show up on the camera. I'll need to wait a moment to actually see these two.
Yeah.
It's like the red one took like 4, 5, maybe even 6 hours total, because I painstakingly layered on the gradient, and the other one was done with a different technique, and all 4 of the purple ones were done in like 1.5 hours.
Right.
And
right.
then another hour maybe to add on the red and blue highlights. So it very much depends on, the quality level I'm aiming for, and also, on the model, because, one of these, it's like, 1.5 inches tall, and on the other hand, you have something as chunky as this dude. Just like,
oh, nice. Do you just like watch YouTube videos, or have them play in the background, or listen to podcasts?
Yeah,
you
usually
whatever?
have like podcasts or something playing in the
Nice.
background, or as I think I mentioned on a previous stream, when it's like when you have one of those games where stuff takes ages to happen.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing the economic game in something like Elite, or in my case the X series, where it's like, oh yeah, I've bought stuff here, I need to take it there, and even on like the fast forward option, going there takes like 20 minutes on autopilot. So
Right.
it's just like, set it up, and then you have 20 minutes to do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Nefarious Bread? Yeah, that's what I was asking. Definitely. Do you listen to audiobooks? Are audiobooks your thing?
No, we aren't.
Or would you rather just
Depends
read?
on the book. I've listened to some audiobooks, but on the other hand, there's some authors where the audiobook just doesn't work for me. For example, if you've ever read any of the Discworld novels,
Okay. Yeah.
like one of the things Terry Pratchett does with those, or no, wait, I should say did. He's not alive anymore, sadly. It's like often when he describes something, there's like an asterisk, and then there's like a footnote, a note at the bottom that makes it even more humorous.
Yeah.
Which, of course, in the audiobook that doesn't really work, because how do you audiobook a footnote?
Right. Yeah. Very, very true. What about you, chat? You guys listen to the audiobooks? Yeah, it depends on the book. I actually never read 1984. I just listened to it, and that was a pretty good experience. But
Yeah, that works because it's not a kind of book where it depends on the structure. Or another one, I don't have it with me. That's also still in Germany, but House of Leaves.
Okay.
Because in that book, the typographic layout of the page is important
Yeah.
to the horror experience.
Yeah.
Like the entire book is set up to be unnerving. That doesn't work with an audiobook.
Right.
Like there's stuff like like halfway through the book, there's this they discovered some sort of bottomless hole in their house, so to speak, right?
Okay.
And so there's this section in the book where, like, in the middle of the page, there's this square with like a tiny 6-point font size newspaper article or something in it, and that's like on multiple pages in a row. So it's like it drills a hole through the book. That doesn't work in an audiobook.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Or the author wrote another one later. I haven't read that one yet, called Only Revolutions, which is apparently it's a time travel story, but it's written in a way so that it's a loop, the time travel, and like the pages are like reversed, and you read like the right pages on one way through, and then you flip it over, and then you read the other, and it doesn't matter which side you start on.
Right.
Which also, how does that work as an audiobook?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So,
That kind of stuff.
I guess you could say anything modernist or postmodernist probably doesn't work as an audiobook because they did some weird stuff with their books.
Definitely. And yeah, I can't fall asleep listening to an audiobook because it just keeps playing once I fall asleep, and then I'm like, where did I even end off? I keep going back to the same part.
I can't do that. I tried doing like audiobooks for going to bed, but no, I just either I fall asleep and then the next morning I'm like, oh, but where did it stop?
Right.
Or I get so invested in the actual book that I'm like, no, I can't fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then it's counterproductive to the whole, I guess, emptying your mind of trying to fall asleep.
Right. My favorite book is Foundation. It's going to Apple TV Plus, I believe. Is Jared Harris in that one? I'm pretty sure.
He's
don't
awesome. But now that you say that, wasn't he also in The Expanse? That's another one I need to catch up on.
Oh, is he in The Expanse as well? Yeah, that's on my list as well. Our lists are just like filled with great stuff that we'll never get to.
Yes, there's too much stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like the universe is made out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I just can't read a book very fast. Like, I've just kind of accepted that. It takes me a book for me is a commitment. So it's like I'm never gonna get to the everything that I want to read.
Yeah, it's for me as well. Like, I knew people who could read like a whole book in like 2 days.
Yeah.
I read maybe 2 chapters a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when I in the evening before I actually go to bed and like read a bit, and it's like, yeah, I read like 1 chapter out of Dune, and that takes me half an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
Dune depends on how long the chapter is, I guess, but
You finished Dune, right?
I finished the first one. I started the second, but haven't gone far into it yet.
And you liked it?
I liked it, but yeah, it's definitely one of those things where like the movies that were made before definitely did not sell the internal conflict that Paul goes through.
Right. Yeah.
They had a very traditionally heroic depiction of Paul, where it's like oh, this is for the good of the planet and for the good of the Fremen. Well, in the book, he's more like he has these visions of like basically the galaxy being on fire with a religious war, and he's like, no, I must resist this terrible purpose.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when he finally gives in, everybody around him is like, your father would have cared about the people and not about the spice.
Right. Right. Where do you do your reading? I usually do mine before bed. Like
Yeah,
in
same.
bed before. Yeah. It's a nice way to I like reading in the cold. Ooh.
I mean, the other place where I sometimes do my reading is, if the weather's good, then just, sit outside in the sun and read a bit. Or often rather sit outside in the shadow and read a bit, because depending on the paper the book is printed on, if I sit down in the sun, I can't read because it's just blindingly white.
Right. I read 2 books at the same time, one in bed before sleeping and the other on the loo. Very nice. Very nice. You just got it waiting in there for you. Read the entire
Yeah,
book.
Camino saying that. Yeah, the thing is, when I read it, I was like, yeah, okay, the movies didn't sell it. But the thing is, then I read the afterword by his son, and his son described like, oh yeah, and when the second book came out, and Paul is painted pretty much as the bad guy that they're plotting against, a lot of the readers of the original were like, where's our hero Paul? And I'm still like, did you read the same book that I just finished?
Yeah.
Like even Paul himself says, I'm not a hero. I must resist this fate that's in store for me. And you're like, what?
For the books that are like small, pocket-sized, listening to an audiobook with them helps a lot. Oh, like while you're reading it, following along, basically. I could do that. I think that would be cool. Yeah, I was that reader when I was younger because I didn't quite get it.
If you're a young reader and you don't quite get it, fair enough, because you don't have the same kind of experience with working your way through media.
Right.
But from the way the afterword described it wasn't just young readers who were complaining. Like, there was a massive outcry from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which apparently from even risked, the rest of the series even being published, because people were so upset, and the publisher was apparently worried about sales for the books.
Yeah. Still fell off somewhere in the 3rd book. Okay. Yeah, I think my next book that I want to read is Fahrenheit 451. I was supposed to read it in high school, but I was one of those kids that I just looked up the Spark Notes and.
Yeah, I did read that one before, yeah.
Oh yeah, does it hold up like something like 1984 or?
Yeah, I think it does. Yes.
What's the other one? Brave New World, right?
Yeah, Brave New World is also very good. The next one that's on my list after I finish with the Dune is Snow Crash.
Snow Crash. Okay.
Which is
cool.
I guess it counts as cyberpunk. It's a bit about the world being in such a bad state that people escape into a sort of virtual reality.
Okay. Snow Crash is a great book. Is it sort of like a less G-rated version of Ready Player One? I guess Ready Player One isn't really G-rated.
Ready Player One is very much the same concept, I think,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure exactly about the specifics of Snow Crash because I haven't read it yet. So
yeah, Fahrenheit 451 is one of those books they make you read in school and don't explain why. It's important. Yeah. Maybe they did explain it, but I wasn't listening or something like. I don't know. I was a pretty bad student.
I remember once seeing a comic strip actually where it's like, science fiction dystopia, and then was, clear reference to Fahrenheit 451, where it's like this dude like, oh, they have banned books, but me and the fellow co-conspirators, each of us has memorized like a dozen books. We can, write them back out when we've defeated them. Likely dystopia. Why would I read Shakespeare? There's 12 different soap operas on TV, and by the way, the local bookshop is now only self-help books.
Right, yeah.
And that one kind of hit home because, yeah, that kind of feels like it's happening sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Neil Stephenson is my favorite living author, so I can ramble about this all day. Yeah, one of my good friends back home, his favorite book is Seven Eves. Is that by... I think that's Neil Stephenson, right?
I
Correct
don't know.
me if I'm wrong.
I've not heard that title before, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's about like the moon blows up and all the shards are sort of raining down on Earth, and they have to get the hell out of there. And so they build this big sort of ark to get a bunch of humans off of Earth. Seven Eves is amazing. It's so long, that book. I had started it and I just never got around to finishing it, but I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. You know it?
Yeah,
Seven Eves is amazing. Yeah.
There's definitely, there's so much in my backlog to read. Like, yeah, the Foundation cycle as well, and then
Yeah.
by Asimov, and the Culture series by Banks.
All of it. Yeah, everything. There's so much.
And so much. There's so much.
You watched a couple movies. Have you gotten around to watching Into the Spider-Verse yet?
Yes, I actually
You
watched
did, right?
that quite a while ago.
Okay. And
You know,
liked
when
it,
they
right?
actually put it on Netflix in a way that I could access it without, going through some VPN in the USA or something.
Right. Yeah. Because I remember you saying you hadn't seen that, but that movie is so cool. I'm low key working on a tabletop RPG to run in that world. Which world, sorry? Oh, the Seven Eves world. Nice. Very cool. You can do a tabletop RPG in any world,
That's one of those things where it's also like, man, I really, really wish I could have some RPG group again, but then I end up in at that point where it's like, yeah, but I probably, with the people I know at the moment, like, I probably end up being the one to GM, and then I
Right.
realize I don't have the time to do the GMing, because GMing is a lot of prep work.
Totally. How do you feel about so if you GM or DM or whatever, do you feel that you sort of have to accept the fact that people are sort of gonna try and rip apart your thing, like your plan for how you want it to go? Do you think you sort of have to accept that is going to happen and adapt, or
let me answer with a yes, but actually no.
Yeah.
Like, you accept that people will do their own thing, but no, in the sense of, yeah, if you describe what the players do as ripping apart what you have planned, then maybe GMing is not for you.
Right.
Maybe
that's
you should
true.
write a book.
Yeah.
Like, it should be, collaborative. If you feel that they're ripping apart, which sounds malicious, then yeah, you may need to take a look at the attitude to GMing.
Yeah. My opinion of it is like, as a GM, it's cool to have sort of a roadmap, a thing that you want to follow and stay on, but maybe like the improvisation of it in some places is sort of part of it.
Yeah, the improvisation is definitely, super important part. And yeah, you can have a plan of, where you want to go, but you shouldn't have this plan of, you know, if I put them in this situations, the players will do that, and this will lead to this. No, you should say, okay, if I put them in this situation, and like the big bad I want them to face, so to speak, or like the climax of the story is supposed to be this.
Yeah.
Then you need to think about how could players possibly get from point A to point B, and kind of be prepared to supply all of those options, and then on top of that, be prepared to supply an entirely unexpected option,
Right.
and still, do that in a way that may eventually lead them to the climax,
Yeah.
or just accept that with what the players have done now, it leads to a different climax.
Right. Yeah, that's a good yeah. I think so too. What do you think, chat? Kamenosai, you learn how to adapt your plan. Yeah, exactly. Anybody else in chat do any like DMing or GMing?
Thinking about it, I guess your word of roadmap is appropriate. Like, as opposed to what many people call railroading, when the DM
Right.
tries to force you down one specific path they've prepared. And yeah, because the railroad track is one line, and there's no going off the track. Like, even the driver can at most speed up or slow down.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
with the roadmap, you're like, here's a map of the city, you're here, and that's where you want them to go, but which roads they take is up to them.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
You may put up some, no entry signs if necessary, but
Yeah. Vorv only sliding into the DMs. Very nice. Very nice. We kind of walked right into that one. Oscar at IHOP. Amazing. The International House of Pancakes. Love it. I love me a pancake. Maybe it's my maple syrup loving roots.
so you're saying you don't actually love the pancakes, you just use them as an excuse for the maple syrup?
It's just a vehicle, honestly. It's just give me something to put some maple syrup on.
Then I could say waffles, because they come pre-compartmentalized to contain the syrup.
That's true. I actually prefer a waffle. That might be a hot take. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Waffles or pancakes? Or something else? French toast or crepes?
Yeah, I
Seems
was
pretty
about to say,
French.
you're in France, you should be eating crepe.
Yeah. Maple syrup in the batter before making it. Huge. Vorv. That is a great call. Eric. Waffles for sure. Yeah, I think waffles.
I guess it depends a bit on the mood for me. Am I looking for something more sweet or more savory? Because
Yeah.
with the pancakes you can have the kind of neutral one, and then you like put bacon or something in it. Whereas
that's
with the
true.
waffle you can't really have a neutral waffle. The waffle is always sweet.
Yeah. I like crepes the best. Yeah,
Oh man,
crepes
look
are
at the Vojani. Oh man, are they doing bad?
nice.
They have
Oh my God, they
one
just have-
system.
Is that their home system? It's got to be.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, they're right next to the cravers, but oh my god, the poor Vojani.
Can you guys be willing to play? Yeah, this save. Well, we just came back to it because we were on a bit of a break, and we have Humankind coming up. We didn't want to start something brand new, so yeah, we just wanted to use it as a way to hang out with you guys. Have you tried? Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Pandan flavored waffles before? No, I have not. What is that? French toast is supreme. Why no love for the toast? I like French toast. But I'd rather have a waffle or a pancake, honestly. You bet, Vorv. Humankind coming up in 13... Am I getting that right? Yeah, 13 days? Or 12. 12 days. 17th. I'm bad at math. That's why I'm a social media streamer person.
I could say, hey, Rogan, so am I, and I've got a degree in it.
For 12, yes. A taro waffle. Wow. I mean, it's past 7. This is usually the time where we start talking about food on the stream.
Yes.
Right on schedule.
Did Doodle already show up in the chat?
No kidding. Croque Monsieur. Yes. Very, very, very good, Wolf. I've had some great waffle. Yeah, they do. I don't know how popular this is getting in Europe. I haven't seen it very much, but back home we had a lot of places coming up with like fried chicken and waffles. And that was interesting. Pretty good. Fried chicken with anything, I'm down. How are the Lumeris doing here, Steph?
Well, we are slowly encroaching on Hisho territory.
Okay.
But I think we need to design a specific siege or invasion ship.
Yes. All right.
Because this is not going super well. We have like a deployment limit of 900 and they have 750. So that would be a very long battle. So yeah, let's really actually get to that.
Let's do it. Hello, Clap. What's up? Finally, I caught you both. Long time no see. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you.
Now I need to remember if we actually even unlocked a siege module. Ah yes, additional deployment limit. There it is.
Very nice. So this will be our siege ship.
Here. Oh wait, I was in create. Let's see. How many? 1, 3. We don't exactly have a great ship for it at the moment. I guess this will have to do. Do we call it?
Oh. Chat, what do you think? It's an invasion ship. Lumeris. What's like an invasive fish species? Like a piranha or something? Like the shark? Endeavor. Salmon. A carp. I sort of like salmon.
Well, all I care, we can go for a salmon.
Let's do salmon.
Luckily, there's no bear faction in Endless Space 2.
Right? Yeah. Big target. Salmon, just because salmon is so like not frightening. Invasive species in the US is a zebra mussel. You know what? I actually worked for a foundation, a nonprofit called the Lake Winnipeg Foundation back home. And one of the biggest things that we were pushing was the sort of zebra mussel invasion. They are pretty bad. Big target. Magikarp. Magikarp would have been a good one. But Magikarp doesn't do anything except splash around. But then becomes Gyarados, and then you're like, whoa. Were you ever into the Pokemon series, Kat?
Played like, I don't remember if it was red or blue, but one of the first ones, and that was about it for my exposure.
Yeah. It's crazy how popular, like how long they've stuck with it. Same formula for the most part. I learned so much about Pokemon back in the day. Chat, if you could have one Pokemon to be your companion, kind of like Ash had Pikachu, who would it be? Which Pokemon? So popular. Yeah. Ooh, who we hacking here?
We hacking the Hisho, and look at that. They have. Oh wait, that's for defense, not for attack. I misread that. I thought for a moment they have the one that gives us even more deployment limit on our attacks, but no. It's the defense one.
A Calgaros. Yeah.
Well, in that case, let's see. Where is it? Oh yeah, you know what? Let's mess with them. Put revolutionaries.
Oh.
Pirates everywhere on the Hisho systems. That'll keep them busy up here. Which also reminds me, hey, see, where is the... Over there. Is there any way we could get there, possibly? Ah, they grabbed Sirma. I'm not surprised.
Who's the light blue?
The Unfallen, you know, the ones
right.
who wouldn't want to be friendly with us.
They didn't like us very much.
Would have been a really nice system with the Adamantium. The important ones to get back are these, though, to, you know, connect back up.
Are we at war with the Hisho?
Well, with the Hisho, but not with the Riftborn yet.
Oh, yeah. Mewtwo, I'm biased. Why are you biased? I mean, Mewtwo is a good pick. I think if the Unfallen don't want to be friends, that says more about you. But I'm biased. Could be.
Could be, yes.
Maybe they just don't like... They just don't like fish. They're like, get out of here. Oh, look at Horatio.
Do we accept that? Is it even possible to accept that? To refuse that? When Horatio asks for an alliance?
An offer we literally can't refuse.
I think Horatio's also... No, wait, there's more pink up here. So he's actually doing reasonably okay, I think. I guess the Cravers might have taken a bite out of him or something. Let's just check if he's at war with anybody before we agree to anything. Wait, small position.
The Vidyani is just so pathetic right now. Right there,
Yeah, okay,
orange. Yeah.
it seems to be fine. So yes, it is an offer we literally cannot refuse.
I am Horatio.
Horatio remains appreciative of your attitude and is always ready to.
I mean, I don't mind.
Vidyani minor faction. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I hit another accomplishment with the space trees a few days ago and managed to vine up and own 100% of the galaxy. Oh my gosh. What galaxy size were you playing on?
Too
There's only
late
one
to
other
stop
player.
them.
The Riftborn?
Yeah, they'd already finished the colonization.
Oh, yeah. Spiral 8, 8-player normal difficulty. Wow. That's awesome. What's the hardest achievement in Endless Space 2? Is there one that like comes up often? Chat, do you know? Or what your opinion is, chat?
Would need to remember the achievements to be
Yeah.
able to say anything about that. So
Any achievement hunters or trophy hunters or anything like that in chat? On my PlayStation, I've been going more and more for trophies lately, trying to get the platinum trophies. I think I'm pretty close to the Mass Effect ones. But there are some times where, like, I just don't... Kat, do you play on, like, the hardest difficulty in games ever? Like, are you that kind of player?
maybe sometimes, but generally I prefer, to play at a difficulty where I feel there's some challenge, but not to the point where it gets frustrating or where it's
Yeah.
like, I can only win this because I'm exploiting the AI level of challenge.
Yeah.
Which is, for example, as we were talking earlier about Mass Effect 2, and I had mentioned, when I had the whole issue with, oh yeah, I lost 8 hours of progress because I started the countdown to the suicide mission too early.
Right.
I bumped it down from, normal to casual difficulty there because I had, when playing on normal, I realized that, yeah, I was doing fine, but basically any slightly tougher fight, any fight where like one of the big robots was in there or something like that,
Yeah.
would be like, and the companions were down.
Yeah, instant.
And
The
that
companions
just,
are on easy.
just wasn't fun having to, hit the revive every like 20 seconds because they're both dead again.
Yeah. Just have Unity hotkeyed.
And so I was like, yeah, no, I'm pumping down the difficulty because why bother? Yeah, okay, I guess on like Hardcore and Insanity or something, there's like some extra equipment drops in some missions, but I honestly don't care enough.
Yeah. Definitely. Fair. Dragon Gaming, we're not too sure. Cuz it's not a thing we're doing right now. But that would be cool. Like the talking to in other RPGs, like talking to the different characters, learning about them, asking them questions, romancing some of the characters. Those are all my favorite parts. That would be so cool. But again, endless RPG isn't really a thing.
Yeah, that's
We can
not
all
exactly
dream.
happening at the moment. We can dream, but that's about it.
Yeah. Exactly. If there was an endless RPG, what, like, do you think it would be? You know how in Mass Effect you don't really, your character is always Shepard? Would it be that situation? Or would it be more like a Skyrim where you get to choose sort of like your race? You can get like the Khajiit or like one of the elves or something like that, and you can sort of like,
I think our community would very much want to be able to choose.
I think so. Yeah, I think it would lend itself a little bit more to that, for sure. But if it was Mass Effect style, what do you think would be the main? I guess Shepard's a human. What would be the main thing? Maybe like a Vidyani or something like that?
Good question. I mean, I guess in a way we could have a compromise, and if we make it human, then we can still have a background selection of United Empire, Walter, Mizari,
Right.
and have that impact the skills.
That could be cool. That could be cool. This is all hypothetical, everybody, by the way. Just some fun.
Yeah, it's definitely hypothetical, but yeah, it's always I never really agreed with the people who are like, oh, if you can't customize the look of your character, is it even an RPG?
Right.
Some of the best RPGs I've played did not have character customization.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's, for example, the Gothic series by German developer Piranha Bytes. Like, you're always playing this nameless dude who gets thrown into that prison because, I mean, that's just they were like, I think when they made that game, they were a studio of like 8 people. So,
Right.
Yeah, they didn't exactly have the skills and team to make like super character customization, but the game is structured around the fact that you are thrown into there as a prisoner for reasons.
Yeah.
And since it's a prison, it's also it's a prison in a fantasy setting, so it's unisex. Of course, you aren't given the choice of being a woman in a prison that treats women as, frankly, as objects.
Right. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was structured around that, and because of that, that also gives them the option to actually have it voice acted instead of having to say, oh, but we have customization options, so we can't voice act it because we can't afford having both types of voices.
Yeah. It's just an RPG where you don't pass 3 hours on the character creation.
Yeah, where you actually start playing, and then the way that the reason I can still call that one an RPG is because you didn't get to pick a class or something at the start, because the way your character developed and depending on which faction you join would have an impact. Like you could join the old camp that were trying to preserve the status quo in that camp, because as horrible as the prison was, that was also kind of important because it was on the border of the Orc territory, and they were kind of holding back a minor invasion, so to speak.
Right.
Or you could join the new camp who were trying to break out, or the swamp camp who were like worshipping a weird ancient god.
Yeah.
And depending on which camp, it was easier to get training as a fighter or training as a mage or whatever. So that had a huge impact on how you would play in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Where you don't pass 3 hours, or in other words, an RPG without my favorite part. I spend 3 hours in the character creator, and then I never play it again.
But that's also that's one of the things. Like, I think a lot of the time that particular series freed up with the we don't need to worry about making a character creator and and accounting for all of the variations of the character that the player has made. Instead, they spend on like the immersiveness of the world, like how sometimes people are like oh, this RPG is so great because the NPCs have an actual daily schedule. Yeah, so they did in that first game of that studio, which came out in like 2001 or something like that.
Yeah.
2000. And not only did the characters have a schedule, they also didn't just teleport from like their home to the shop or something. You could actually follow them around, and and pretty sure you could also just kill anybody in the whole game if you were strong enough to defeat them.
Yeah. I must agree that spending time on your character is also the fun. Yeah. It is really fun. I always throw a mustache on. The mustache options have to be there.
Spirit of mutual self-appreciation.
Horatio, please, we can't afford it at the moment.
Sorry, Horatio. Morrowind was really good. I honestly, I was late to the Elder Scrolls. I just popped in for Skyrim, and I was like, okay, this is awesome. But I always hear cool things about Morrowind. I actually watched Gamer Zach do a playthrough of Morrowind with like a really cool visual mod tied to it, and made everything look, obviously not like to modern standards, but it made everything kind of look like it was a more modern game. And it was pretty cool. I was thinking
I haven't actually seen that playthrough yet. I just remembered him at one point. He had a stream where he was actually streaming himself trying to get that working, and it was like Like he checked the different areas because they have the different biomes on the island, and
Yeah.
the first one was fine, and then he got the one, and there was like something had gone wrong, and one of the chunks of the trees wouldn't load,
Oh, okay.
which might have been fine if it had been one of the top chunks, but it was the bottom chunk, so they were just like floating in the air.
Some games it's just so funny to try and get these mods to work on them. Especially back like a couple years ago. You just have to I was always really daunted by that process. I've never been a really like somebody who puts mods on my game. But I think that's also just because I was mostly a console player growing up. But now that I have a PC, like once I start upgrading to something that isn't just like just above a potato, then I think I'm gonna experiment a little bit more.
But yeah, that is really the reason why I finished my Fallout New Vegas playthrough on my old PC even after I got this beast of a PC, because I was like, I will never manage to get the mod setup replicated on the new PC.
Right, yeah, definitely.
No, it would just break and I wouldn't be able to load my save.
Wolf, will the humankind avatar you made change clothes in every new era? Yes, definitely. And that should definitely play into your decision on which culture to become.
It is absolutely the most important factor in your decision.
Yeah. You're like, all right, well, I need to pick an industrialist culture, but I love this other sort of French outfit over here, so I'm just going to do that.
And then, you could also just be the spiffing Brit, and then it doesn't matter because you always get the dapper top hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Sadly, unfortunately, for all of us, we cannot, in fact, be the spiffing Brit. Only Spiff can be the spiffing Brit.
You can play against him, but that's a lost game right there. Yeah, I mean, with every new culture, you get a new outfit. So when you're looking through the cultures that you want to become, or if new cultures come in through DLC after launch, then you can expect new outfits.
Know that we will do everything.
And yes, it's definitely a choice. I think my favorite outfit is I really like the Morians outfit, and the Carthaginians outfits are really badass. That armor is like really dope.
Yeah, for me, trying to recall all the outfits, and in the end, I always realize, I have a really hard time picking favorites for anything.
Yeah, definitely.
You're making the Sophonoty
Oh, okay. I know that, but will you choose the outfit on... No, so you won't choose your outfit because it's changing throughout the eras and depending on which cultures you choose. So you get to like edit your appearance, and then you get the different outfits through cultures. Yeah. Battle at GONOS. So how's our fight going with the burbs?
Pretty good. Now that our invasion fleets have arrived, we can actually, start taking systems.
Very nice. How's our salmon doing?
I mean,
Just
one of
flopping
them
around.
already took like 2 systems here, and here. We didn't own those like 2 turns ago.
What did the He-Show look under their helmets? Birds, probably. They probably got a nice little beak under there. The salmon are doubting. Ground battle at Liesel.
Oh, come on.
Green armor with the... Is that a bird?
Special.
I can't tell what that is. I think it's a little bird.
It is in the spirit of mutual self.
I think now we're finally getting to the point where we can afford it, so yes.
The science agreement?
Yeah, we're not
Penguin.
quite there yet, but we can make some changes here and then we should be able to afford it. Oh wait, actually, this... Why was that invasion abandoned? I'll have to check that. This should already help quite a lot.
Nice. Very nice. It is indeed a burb. So hat and beard only. Yeah, that's for me. I try and do it whenever I create a character. I try and do a pretty wacky hairstyle with either a mustache or a beard, like mohawk or something.
This is why we're at peace now.
Oh.
I thought that was never an option. So we failed to invade this system by like 3 dudes or something.
Yeah.
Defense 423%. What?
I'm always uncertain on how to visualize the he show. Evolution-wise, they should probably resemble birds the way we do tiny arboreal rodents.
It is in the spirit of mutual self-appreciation that...
So maybe they do. I'm thinking anthrobirds. More shallow beak. Like more in. So I'm taking a road trip and we'll be back on the 16th of August. Should I bring my laptop for humankind? For like a surprise or something? Or is August 17th the day?
No, it's August 17th. You
It'll be
don't
the
need to
17th.
lug your laptop around.
It'll be the 17th, Vorv. I wish I can give it to you now, just here. But I would probably get in trouble.
Well, I guess, if we're at peace with the burbs now, then it is time to be at not peace with the cubes.
With the cubes?
The Riftborn over
Right.
here, who have snatched colonies from us, which is unacceptable.
Not acceptable, Riftborn. Come on. I've waited since y'all announced in 2019. I got this. You got this. Only a couple more days. Enjoy the road trip. It'll be awesome, and then you extend your fun times with humankind right when you get back. It's going to be awesome. It's crazy that we did announce in 2019.
It's
That was at-
been a long trip, yes.
It was at Gamescom, right?
Yes.
In 2019, yeah.
That was actually the first time I was at a Gamescom as not just a guest.
Right, yeah. That was your first sort of event.
Yep.
Before events became not really a thing anymore for a little while.
Yeah, I guess it was my first and last.
Yeah. That's the same with me. I think they were when I first got hired, it was like events are gonna be like a pretty substantial part of your job, and then it's like no.
I mean, I guess in a way they still are, except that now they're all like
Yeah.
virtual.
in a different way. It was kind of like me. I went to TwitchCon in 2019, and that was like the first and last event.
Oh, we must have finished one of those quests. So we got a free Umbral Choir ship here.
Oh, very nice. The Umbral Choir ships are awesome.
Though I don't think we're going to make much use of it. Since, you know, it doesn't exactly fit into what we have planned.
That was the Neanderthal rocking out as a DJ in the space station. Yeah. It was an awesome, like, just a weird, awesome little trailer.
And the music. Back to the Future or something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right, so excited. I saw that you were in Vegas and you were so hyped. That's awesome. That is very cool. Vorv, have you had a chance to play in any of the open devs?
Create a backdoor on Lyra. Excellent.
Ooh.
One step closer to hacking the Umbral Choir homeworld.
Oh. Just hopping around with the hacks. Oh, heck yes. Very nice.
Let's see if this works. Oh wait, actually, too late.
And by the way, everybody, on the Humankind YouTube channel, we've been posting more and more of the original soundtrack tracks. So if you want to listen to more of the music from Humankind, you can head over there and listen to it. The OST will be available on, I think, most streaming platforms with release.
It will be available somewhere. I don't know where.
Somewhere, yeah. Spotify and Apple Music and all those things. But who does the Humankind OST? It is Arnaud Roy, who is also Fly By No, who you know does the, or you may know who does the soundtrack for, I think, most of the other games, right? All of the other games.
All of the other Amplitude games, yes. But we should say, you know, he composed and like, arranged them, but there's no way he could have done these soundtracks by himself. It's like, you know, very much a big effort involving a whole orchestra and all of that.
Yeah. And so in some of those videos that are up on our YouTube channel, you'll see sort of the symphony and all the individual instrumentalists playing their instrument. And it's really cool. And there's some really weird looking instruments in there, but it's awesome. And yeah, so check those out. Humankind game on YouTube. I pre-ordered the vinyl. That's awesome. Enjoy it. But yeah, the Humankind soundtrack is like, with everyone that I hear, I'm just like, Arnaud, he did it again. Back at it. Back at it again with the amazing soundtrack.
Oh no. We're actually already running out of influence because of Horatio. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Apart from, you know... Why do we get... You get out of here.
Get out.
I'm afraid we will have to
Hearing from you is pleasing.
cancel.
Like unexpected
Oh no, we can't.
our
Because canceling it costs influence.
Damn.
A special place in
Yes. What sacrifice will you now ask of our faithful?
Can we demand influence from them? Probably not, right?
That would be
sadly
cool.
not.
None of the resources give influence, right? No.
Not instantly.
Oh, not instantly, yeah.
So I think we'll actually wait. And we have even more pressure on them and can maybe demand a tech or something. Here we go. We probably canceled like all of our agreements with Horatio. I wasn't quick enough to build all of those, what are they called? National museums? You know, the improvement that gives influence per person.
Right.
Heracles has been successfully hacked. Excellent. We need a backdoor there as well. And speaking of, I need to check here. Yeah, they traced this one almost instantly. Just fine, because we have a backdoor here now, which means I can try to hack this one again.
The Riftborn do strike me as, you know, a faction that would catch on to a hack pretty quick.
The Riftborn, given that they are the Riftborn, probably catch on to a hack before you have even started it.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. How big a part does Lerlin play in the composition of Endless Dungeon? I'm actually not too sure how much.
I have no idea. You would have to ask Arno about that, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, but we can tell you Arno is back. But I can say, in that first Endless Dungeon trailer, that song was pretty fire.
I mean, I like the one in the second trailer as well.
Yes.
Even if, you know, we got some complaints from people saying like, oh, but the mood is completely different than the first trailer. Yeah, like, it's almost like, you know, in a game you need, like, different phases, and it can't all be the same mood all the time, or it'll wear you down.
So next Thursday is also Endless Space 2. I
think so, because next Thursday still before the release of Humankind.
I think so.
At least I'm fairly sure it is. These days, you know, I'm never sure.
I'm not sure of
when
anything.
which day is.
I don't even know my own name right now. Yes, it should be Endless Space 2. Definitely. But on top of some of the gameplay streams of Humankind that we have coming up, we have some other stuff coming up with that as well. That we'll talk about more a little closer to that. And if you're not following us on Twitter, you can follow us at Humankind Game, or I think we're at Humankind Game on Facebook and Instagram as well. So if you prefer that, go right ahead. But we'll usually announce if we're doing something new on stream or we have a new video up or something like that. So keep your eyes peeled. But yeah, next Thursday should be Humankind. Should be Endless Space 2. Again, this playthrough. If we don't die here, which I don't anticipate.
I mean,
anything's possible.
Who knows? We might, because... Oh wait, we don't have enough resources because we went bankrupt, of course. Hacking operations left. What else can we hack here?
So peeled.
I mean, I guess let's see here. Also, I should... What's the other one we have? No, that's fine.
My biggest hope is there's some sort of he show character that's playable in Endless Dungeon. Would be cool. I don't even have answers for you, even if I wanted to keep them from you.
For your deeds, a special place in the void awaits. awaits you.
That
Not
would
enough
be
to
awesome.
declare war.
For your deeds, a special place.
Yeah, Endless Dungeon is gonna be pretty cool. Can't wait to show you guys more.
But you know, as much as we joke about being bad at our 4X games, few times I've actually tried our in development version to see how it's going and the direction it's taking.
Of Endless Dungeon?
Of Endless Dungeon, yeah.
Yeah.
I am even worse at it than I
Me
am
too.
in our 4X game.
Me too.
Oh,
Definitely.
hey, now the trees want an alliance.
Yeah.
Oh well.
The hype behind Humankind is incredible. I've only ever been similarly excited for Civ 6. Humankind is going to make waves. That's awesome.
Regardless of the situation, a repost is always possible.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Oh my god, no. Wait.
Who?
That's why. They pulled us into an alliance so that we would return to kicking the burbs.
Wow. Interesting.
Sneaky. These trees.
Sneaky trees.
Guess we'll turn around. Really need this. These can merge, upgrade.
Sooner or later, there's always war with the burbs. That's true. Like it's gonna come.
True. There's no way around war with the burbs.
Hi, I'm an Humankind addict. I forgot how to sleep. Just one more turn. Just one more.
For your deeds, a special place. For your deeds, a special.
Do you remember any specific times where you actually were like, okay, I'm just going to play one more turn of this game, and it turned out to be like hours later?
I feel like there was some game. I mean, it's not in one more turn sense. It's happened to me with a couple of games. I don't remember all of them, but it definitely happened to me with the Outer Wilds. It's like, yeah, just play a little, and then like,
One more
oh my god,
cycle or
it's
something.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
And it happened to me sometimes when
Battery
reading as well,
low.
where it's like, yeah, it's a short story. I'll just, read a little bit, and then, not realizing that the short story is actually more of a novella, and then eventually,
Right.
finish it, and it's like, oh, it's 4 a.m.
It happened with me when I first started
Charging
playing
battery.
Stardew Valley. I was just like, all right, one more day, tend to my crops, do something, talk to this guy on his birthday. And it was like a whole month in-game time, and I was just like, wow.
I
It's like
would hope
5
it was
a.m.
only a month in in-game time, and not
month.
you've gone a whole month without sleep.
Imagine. I may have skipped a week of school when Final Fantasy VII came out. Which, like the remake or the original one? I never played the original Final Fantasy VII, but I've talked about it a couple times on this stream. But I recently played the remake for the first time. I have no spoilers. I don't know anything that's going on, and wow, that game just blew my mind away. Loved it. The original on PS1. Okay. Nice. Throwback.
Oh, look, there's all the Vajani.
There they are. They're just zipping around. They don't have
They don't have
Anywhere to
anywhere
go.
to grab. At least they still have this. Oh boy. Wait, right, I need it here. This is going to help.
Vidyani turned into the Quarians, yeah. SimCity, Mass Effect, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Civ, happy to say. Yeah, those are all good ones.
I guess for literal one more turn for me, it would be Alpha Centauri and the Fall from Heaven 2 mod for Civ 4.
Okay. Those ones were like, they just kept you going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love the original Alpha Centauri. It had so much flavor, and the
Yeah.
Fall from Heaven 2 mod similarly. Like the Fall from Heaven 2 mod was especially, it was impressive with how different the gameplay was for many of the factions, even though it was, it was quote unquote just Civ 4. Oh wait, no, that was the wrong
Right.
one. No, damn it. Well, I guess these guys turn around.
Trials Rising. Oh, just one more run. Very nice. Yeah, that was Cuphead for me. I was just like, I gotta keep going. I gotta try. Eventually I beat it, but it was a time. Landon. Oh, you're Alpha Centauri fan? I never played it. What year was it? Do you remember? Or around?
Late 90s? I don't remember the exact year.
Motorsport Manager. Oh, it's F1? I should check it out.
Well, Motorsport Manager is not just F1, but F1 is one of the options.
It is? Okay. I know
Like,
that Quill plays
did,
it.
did like, yeah, the
plays it a
underdog
lot.
challenge where it's like, oh, take the worst rated, what's the English word for? Is it a racing stable? The
Yeah.
the worst rated of them,
Yeah.
the worst league, and take them to be like the top rated in the top league, and he's on like episode 70 or something by now.
Amazing. Yeah, maybe I'll try it out, actually. That's a good call. Motorsport Manager. GONOS compromised. Well, we're nearing the end of our stream. February 99. Psychana. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
And yeah, Alpha Centauri is just, to really to illustrate, how much flavor that game oozed is like, when you bring up Alpha Centauri in a Stream 404X game, you can be certain that there will be somebody in chat who remembers at least one quote from it.
From Alpha Centauri?
Yeah.
I bet you, yeah. Chat's gotta know. Alpha Centauri is the best of the Civ games. You can get it on GOG. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
it has so much flavor. I think it's actually fairly cheap on GOG as well, like $3 or something. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
I would recommend trying it out with the caveat that, as far as I remember, it can be a bit tricky to get to run.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so I guess
But
we're nearing,
yeah, we're nearing the end, definitely.
nearing the end of the stream. Yes. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This was really fun. Yeah, next week I think we'll play some more of this, and then after that is launch week of Humankind. So you can expect us to play that. If you're on Twitch, then we'll be doing all Humankind stuff on the Twitch channel. But if you're over on YouTube, if we're not playing an endless game, we will be playing Humankind, and that will be happening on the Humankind channel. So if you're not already subscribed to that, it's Humankind on YouTube. Pretty simple. I think it's youtube.com/humankindgame. So go subscribe there if you want to watch our streams. But yeah, we'll be coming back to this next week. It was really fun. Love hanging out with you guys. It's been too long, almost a month. So
It's been a long time.
yes, definitely. But Alexa, play Mandate of Heaven. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are a couple others up there as well. So, and I think we'll be posting a couple more in the coming days and weeks. So expect those.
Yeah, I mean, we should say, we're probably not going to be posting all of the Humankind soundtrack
Yeah.
soon, because there's a lot of soundtrack.
I think it's like every culture has its own sort of theme, right? So
Yeah, it's.
that right
I don't
there.
remember the exact numbers. I think Arno mentioned how long it is in the feature focus about it, but I'm not sure anymore. But there's like several hours worth of soundtrack.
Yes, definitely. So Estrella Fled, the best. Nice. Cool. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We'll be back next Thursday. We won't see you tomorrow, so have a great weekend. And we'll catch you next week. See you later, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.